Hi everybody and welcome to the Open eCrime midweek market commentary for the 27th of March. My name's Simon Clark from Trade with Precision and I'll be discussing the markets that are hot or of key interest right now. Now the first market I'm going to take a look at here is the Euro against the AUD, so Euro against the Australian dollar. This market has been in a nice downtrend for a long time. In fact, going back to sort of 2009, we've had a very strong downtrend in this market. Only that just recently we've had a bit of a pullback, and this downtrend has been sort of broken where we've made just a slightly sort of higher high here. So just looking at this, we've got moving averages all fanning in the right order, indicators starting to roll over, and the most noticeable levels on this market are the 1.3000 and the 1.2400. Now prices recently moved up, so we've had a pullback from this low up to this 1.3000 level. It's failed to continue higher and prices pulled back. Now I've marked in another level here, this 1.2129 or that sort of area. It's just the low of this spike low here. Now what that means is price is heading rapidly towards that level, as you can see, and if we get a break of that, then this minor uptrend that we've had here on the monthly chart is then broken, and we have this rolling over into more of a downtrend. And you can see here on the monthly chart, once this level's broken, the next sort of levels we've got are right down here at these old lows on the monthly chart, and maybe this downtrend is going to continue. So this is what I'm looking for. So the monthly is almost in agreement, almost confirming this new downtrend. If we come across to the weekly chart, we can see a bit more action at how price has respected these levels. It's rolled right over, and it's been very strong selling momentum for the past several weeks here. Indicators starting to roll over as well. And coming down to the daily chart, we can see that the daily chart is already in a nice series of lower highs and lower lows. So we've already got a nice confirmed downtrend on the daily chart. Moving average is all right in the right order now. Lovely fanning action. Lots of trend flow trading opportunities on here, and the indicators all in agreement, so we've got some lovely convergence on there as well. So really what I'm looking for is I'm looking for price to come down and test this level and break through it. Once we've got a nice decisive break on this level here on the monthly chart, I'm looking for a continuation of this nice trend to continue underneath as price continues to the low side. And you can see coming down here to the lower time frames, like on the 480 and the 240, we've got lovely trend flow trading opportunities as price pulls into the moving averages, into the sell zone there, and we can use our trend flow strategy to take advantage of this market. Okay, so the next market I'm looking at today here is corn, and I spoke about corn last week, but the price action hasn't moved on a great deal from last week, but it's just reaffirmed what my analysis is and what I think is going to happen. So we've got some really nice opportunities here on corn, so I'm just going to sort of reiterate where we are with corn at the moment. So if we remember here from the monthly chart, we've got this monthly uptrend in play here on corn. Price has pulled into the moving averages, which are all in the right order here, just apart from the 200, which isn't below the 50, but 200 is quite a slow moving average. The 10, the 20, and the 50 all in the right order. Nice convergence on the indicators. But I was very interested in these three previous months candles. We've got three very bullish looking candles with all in the buy zone there, and we've also got some nice big wicks on the bottom of those candles in their higher lows. Each one of those candles is a higher low, indicating that the market price has tried to make new lows and the market's rejected those lows. So it's looking very bullish on the monthly. Coming across to the weekly, you can see that as we've had this pullback on the monthly chart, we've sort of formed a level in here. We've formed a bit of a downtrend here, and we've formed a level of support and resistance at the sort of 730 level. So you can see this has become resistance, sort of support along here. It's come back up, it's retested it a few times, and now we've got a nice small bullish candle right on that level, so it's looking very, very nice. Moving averages all starting to sort of turn around now, and we've got some nice convergence, nice bullish convergence here on the indicators. Down here to the daily chart, you can see this price action a bit more clearly. The daily is already in a nice confirmed uptrend, nice series of higher highs, higher lows, nice convergence on the indicators, and moving averages all fanning round in the right order. And I've marked that 730 level in there, and you can see that this price, once it's got to this level, it's consolidated sideways. What I like about it is that we've got higher lows and that the candles are getting nice and small, and at the moment today we've got a nice small bullish candle right in that area. So what I'm looking for is, coming down to these lower time frames, something like the 480 and the 240. I've marked in the 730 level there, and you can see how price is sort of compressing up against it. In fact, we've just sort of broken through it at the moment. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for price to break these previous couple of highs that we've got here. Now this happens to be 734. So I'd like to see price break that 734. In doing so, what I'm then looking for is trend flow trading opportunities. If we get a nice decisive breakthrough there, maybe a pullback to this level, and trend flow opportunities to the high side. If we just take a look here at the higher time frames, looking at the weekly chart and the monthly chart, a decisive break above this level, there is plenty of room to the high side for potential trade. So this is one of the markets I'm keeping a close eye on. Okay, the last market I'm going to take a look at here is wheat. Now wheat here on the monthly chart, we can see we've got a downtrend here. It's not the sort of most prettiest downtrends, but we have got a downtrend, series of lower highs and lower lows. At the moment we've got our lower high here. Price is sort of rolling back over, and with the moving averages, they're not quite in the right order at this moment in time on the monthly chart. Indicators sort of rolling over as well, just following price and converging. If we come down to the weekly chart, we can see this recent sort of downtrend, or recent sort of leg down here on the weekly chart corresponds with the recent leg down here on the monthly. We've got nice clear series of lower highs and lower lows on the weekly chart. Moving averages all in the right order, and they're all fanning very, very nicely, and we've got lovely convergence here on the indicators. So the weekly is looking very nice to a downtrend as well. Coming down to the daily chart, we can see we've got a lovely series of lower highs and lower lows down to this point down here, and moving averages were all fanning very nicely. Now since we've had this bit of a pullback for the past sort of couple of weeks, we've created a little bit of an uptrend here, so we've got higher highs and higher lows. However, price is now sort of consolidating around or just underneath this 740 level, and if I just drag this chart open a little bit more, you can see that this 740 level has been quite key here on the daily chart. So this has been support, it's now finding resistance at this area. So this is what I'm looking at with wheat. I'm looking to see whether this 740 level is going to form an area of support and resistance, and if price rejects off this area and continues the downtrend. After all, we've already got a downtrend on the monthly, we've got a downtrend on the weekly, and price on the weekly is just actually pulling back into that sell zone. So that area happens to correspond with this 740 level. So I'm looking closely at this 740 level, looking to see if price is going to find resistance here, if we're going to get a turnaround, and we can get perhaps a trading opportunity to the downside from this area. And if that's the case, then I'll be coming down to these lower time frames, looking at things like the 240 and the 480, just waiting for this price to roll over, and looking for trend flow trading opportunities to the short side. Okay, so that concludes the midweek market outlook and potential trading opportunities to look out for. I'd like to thank you for watching the Open eCry midweek market commentary, and look forward to speaking to you next week.